Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you my lighting and camera setup that I use to film my YouTube videos. Now, I filmed in front of a window on my webcam for the longest time, so this setup is relatively new. I've only just got everything exactly how I want it, and so hence I'm filming this video. When I was trying to do research on what lighting to have especially, cameras are a little bit easier, but when I was researching lighting, I found it virtually impossible to find anything decent about lighting for beauty videos on YouTube. So I thought this might help a lot of you if you are filming beauty videos or if you're just interested to see kind of behind the scenes of a beauty video. This is a new setup, like I said. There's quite a lot of equipment, which before it was just me and a laptop, but I really think the quality of my videos is really good now. It's not the best, obviously. I know some people will be like, well, actually you could do with a little bit less of this or whatever. It's not the best, but I'm really happy with it, and you guys can actually see me and you can see the colours and you can see the products. Okay, so this intro is actually filmed on my camcorder, which I will get around to showing you in a minute, but the footage of my camcorder is going to be shot on my actual photo camera. Now this is a Canon Ixus 1000 HS, and I actually got this for Christmas this year. With the intention of taking photos with it and filming with it, as it does film in HD and it's absolutely amazing quality. I used it for a few videos last week and a lot of people said, why on earth are you getting a new camcorder, because this is amazing quality to film with. And because it's the newest HS model, it's meant to be able to shoot in low lighting, which is great. So I would recommend this for filming beauty videos if you don't have the funds to buy a proper camcorder. But it is not so great with sound, syncing the sound with the video. So if you're making longer videos, say 10-15 minutes, you do need to do it in kind of 5-minute intervals and start filming again, which I found to be the one downside of this camera. But generally this is really, really good. It's amazing for taking photos for my blog and for just general daily life. It's quite compact, has a huge screen on the back. And yeah, so I really, really like this, but I will explain to you more when I show it to you why I'm now using a camcorder instead. Okay, so this is what it looks like from my side of the camera. So I'm going to start by talking about the lights. The lighting that I have are two soft boxes, and there's one there and one here. Now, I searched and searched and searched for tutorials or demos of lighting, the best lighting for beauty videos on YouTube, and I struggled to find one, so I hope this kind of helps by showing you what I found to work. Now, I ordered these lights from eBay and they were £100 for two, and I kind of deliberated between, I don't know anything about lights, and I didn't know anything at all about lights. I know a little bit more now. But I think the soft boxes work really well because they are quite soft lights. These ones actually only have one bulb in each one, if you can see in there, but they are still pretty bright. I'm going to put the link to where you can get all of the stuff that I mentioned, and that will save me from making any mistakes talking about technological lighting, professional kind of stuff, because I really don't know about it. But these two softboxes work great for me. There's a lot of 3-point lighting tutorials on YouTube talking about the best way to get lights for portrait shots, things like that, and I've kind of based it on this. So I have my main light there, and then this light kind of serves to light the other side of my face and to light the background a little bit, and then instead of having a light above my head, I just have the lights that are in the ceiling. So I've kind of tailored it around my setup. Obviously it's not ideal. Ideally this light would be a lot further away from me, but obviously because of where I am, I kind of can't do that. So I think it's working really well. I also have just a light up makeup mirror here. This is purely for being able to see myself rather than actually for lighting effects at all. It's just so that I can see clearly what I'm doing when I'm doing tutorials, so that's quite useful. I think that was from Argos. And onto my video camera. Now, I got this camera probably 5 or 6 days ago, and I've already filmed 3 or 4 videos on it, and I am so happy with the quality. It's a Canon Vixia HF21. If you're wondering what the difference is between a Legria and a Vixia, they're basically the same camera, but the Vixia is branded for the US and the Legria for Europe. I actually have a Vixia model because, to cut a long story short, this camera was from YouTube. I don't know if any of you guys heard about the scheme that they had at Christmas where the top 500 partners on YouTube got given a gift voucher for an online shop called B&H. I think it's B&H Video or B&H Photo. So that's where I got this camera from, and I was so happy. I thought it was a hoax for a long time, trying to scam me out of something, because I couldn't believe that they would actually want to give me a voucher to buy a video camera, but that is what I chose, the Canon HF21. So It has a flip screen, which is actually immensely useful. That's the first thing that makes this camera so useful to me, is that you can actually see what you're doing when you're doing it, which is great. Apart from that, it's just really, really simple to use. It has a 64GB built-in flash memory, so you don't need a memory card. You can just plug it straight into your laptop, which is actually what it's doing now, is uploading some footage that I just filmed. The intro to this video, in fact. Another feature that I should mention that's actually really useful to have if you're going to be filming beauty videos is remote control. Now, this isn't a particularly high-tech feature, as I'm sure you're all aware. This is just a little remote control, and some cameras come with them, some cameras don't, but it does make it immensely useful if you can zoom in and zoom out, start and stop, without actually moving, so that you don't have to kind of reposition yourself every time. So remote controls are useful, just kind of as a side note. And then underneath here I have my little tripod, and this is actually from B&H Photo as well. It came at the same time. It is the Sunpac Travel Smart, and it is a very small but actually rather sturdy tripod. I was using a GorillaPod before when I was filming on an SLR, which has a whole nother bunch of problems filming on an SLR. But anyway, I was using a GorillaPod. It wasn't particularly sturdy, but they're great for travel. So this one works pretty much ideally for what I need it for. It does have a quick release hatch at the back, so you can release the camera quickly if you need to as well. So that is pretty much my whole setup. I do have some makeup brushes there as well, which aren't always there, but they are left over from a tutorial. And I have my MacBook Pro, which I use to edit all of my videos on, and I just use iMovie, the one that comes free with it. Okay, so they are my lights, my camera, my general setup that I use to film my videos for YouTube. I hope you guys found it useful watching this, if you do make beauty videos, or interesting if you don't, just to see kind of behind the scenes. It does seem like quite a big kind of setup now with the lights and everything. It's kind of strange how it's evolved from that over time, because like I said, I started off sitting in front of the window that's there with my laptop and just using my webcam. So I'm really, really happy with the quality of my videos now and the lighting and everything. So it kind of makes it so much more of a pleasure to film when you have perfect lighting and you have a good video camera and you can see yourself and you can see what you're doing. It does make it so much easier. So if you're thinking about changing any of your equipment, I would definitely recommend any of the things that I have. Obviously, depending on budget, there are a few alternatives as well, but I'm going to put links to everything that I've mentioned in the information bar below, where all of my equipment's from, and links to all the specifications, so you guys can check it out and see kind of what to compare it to. Like I said in the beginning, the camera that I just filmed that on, my Ixus 1000 HS, is also really, really good. So if you are thinking of kind of buying a camera to take photos and maybe filming on a little bit as well, obviously this is a really, really good option. Let me know if you guys would like to see any more kind of in-depth reviews on either of my cameras or any of my equipment. Just let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions or anything. And thanks for watching. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye!